Information and Broadcasting, and other dignitaries on the dais, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I'll be able to take some more time, but I have to join the minister again in another function. So I'll make a small amount, a few minutes presentation on the issue where we are having climate change. I would like to mention a few sentences, and I'll go and join with the minister in other functions. There is a need to evolve strategies at both the national and state levels for implementation of actions relating to improving social and economic livelihoods, learning and adapting from experiences, identifying vulnerable communities, and building up their capacities, which will help in building resilience of the country towards negative impacts of climate change. Here I would like to mention, as you are all aware, the northeastern states is a hilly areas, and we don't have factories, industries. And now we are still living with the teenagers, and we wanted to conserve more forests in our regions, especially in the northern states. You know that the topography is not like the places in other parts of the country. We are covered by the forest. The people are very poor, but with the change of these situations, the climate change, I have been discussing with the leaders this morning that we wanted to see that northeastern states, or particularly in Nagaland, we wanted to cover the whole state with forests. But people are very poor, there's economic problems, and we require fund to develop the forests. And we are depending on the funding from the central governments. Therefore, in these meetings, a tangible resolution should also pass so that the northeastern states can change from the present livelihood to higher economic status. And the policy, the Government of India's policy is Green India. And we wanted to start from northeastern states, which is still in existence. But how to maintain that forest? People are very poor, and it is very, very difficult on the part of the people to maintain the natural forest. In Nagaland, we started for community conservation of forests. At the moment, we have about 93 community conservation of forests. And we wanted to extend to the rest of the villages so that our plans can be achieved in the climate change. Here, as everybody is aware, now in June 2008, India's Prime Minister published a National Action Plan on Climate Change, which encompasses both climate protection and adaptations. The plan defines 8 priorities as national mission, namely solar energy, energy efficiency, sustainable housing, water, preservation of ecosystems in the Himalayas, reforestation, sustainable agriculture, and strategic knowledge management. And for all these parts. We require fun. As I said, the hilly areas, it is difficult to have big industries and factories. We are depending only on nature. But once the present system is destroyed, it is going to affect in a big way in the climate change. I would like to appeal to the government of India that whatever nature is in existence, that should be developed with funding from the government of India. By now, 33 states and union territories have the state action plan on climate change in place, which lays emphasis on achievements of the targets as envisaged under the nationally determined contribution of the Paris Climate Agreements. Dedicated domestic financing programs for combating climate change are also being successfully implemented all over the country. These are some of the examples that can be shared with other countries, challenging and encouraging them to join the fight against climate change. There are many forms of renewable energy, such as solar, wind, hydroelectric, biomass, hydrogen and fuel cells, geothermal, and also energy from tides, the oceans, and hot hydrogen fusion, etc. That can be used to generate electricity. Several sources which can be replicated in order to increase our usage of renewable energy. Integrating the renewable energy into the existing infrastructure will help reach a 100% renewable energy mix. These are what I would like to make a suggestion. I still appeal that the northeastern states, the President, the Prime Minister, Honorable Minister, Prime Minister has said, the present government is going to develop the northeastern states. We are really happy, and we are expecting that will come soon, so that the northeastern states can come equal level with the rest of the country. I depend on all of you, and I would like to request all of you to fight that in India we should not neglect any place. All areas should be developed, and particularly two backward areas should be developed so that we can also take part in all the activities in civilizations. Thank you.